With Russell Osman having recovered from a groin strain, Ipswich are unchanged. The departure of Arnold Muren to Manchester United means Steve McCall has moved into midfield and Mick Mills has returned to left-back, where he starts his 17th season with the club, and Mick's future may well be in coaching and management. For Coventry, Les Seeley has got over a knee injury and returns in goal in place of 16-year-old Perry Suckling. At number 7, Peter Hormanchuk starts a league match for the first time in place of Martin Singleton. Curiously, Hormanchuk's league debut was as a substitute against Ipswich last January, and as he's a defensive player, number 2 Danny Thomas should have more freedom to push forward into a Coventry midfield still without Steve Hunt, who's with New York Cosmos. And there's Ipswich Town's new grandstand, a cost of 1.4 million, very reasonable in these times. It will eventually give them 4,600 seats, of which 1,800 are in use already. Referee this afternoon is Mike James of Horsham. And away go Coventry in a smart red and white strip. Jerry Francis trying a speculative shot straight from the kickoff, and we have two former England captains on the field today. Jerry Francis, who captained England under Don Revie, and Mick Mills, who captained England during the World Cup. I say former, although Bobby Robson may well decide to keep Mick Mills in his squad when he announces the team for Denmark very shortly next week. Mills looks for Mariner. Gillespie across with him. And Walk is coming up here in a good position. Here's Gates! Gates, who scored at Brighton last Saturday, in a good position there. It's a good build-up. Paul Mariner finding John Walk. Gates in space. Burley again. Coventry had come streaming out. They've got to retreat a bit now. That's a fair ball too from Roberts out of defence to a long-striding Haitley, who got past Burley and brought a good save out of Paul Cooper. Swift, incisive break by Coventry. Haitley using his pace to go past George Burley, and Cooper forced to go quickly to his left. Was Dyson. Mariner. And now Brazil. And Burley. And Mariner to head it back in, no. McCall, though. And Burley coming through. He's been perhaps Ipswich's most dangerous attacker in the period so far, George Burley, finding room and time to get well forward on the right. Ipswich Town supporters have seen their team finish second in the Championship for the last 2 years, wondering if they can go one better under new management. Burley. Tyson. Jerry Francis so far involved more in his own half. Stabilising operation for Coventry here, and then the swift break when they can get one of their front runners released. That's what Francis is perhaps looking up to consider, but Ipswich marking well. Gillespie. Maybe a chance for McCall here to put Brazil away. And Brazil finds Walk. And Walk finds Mills, and there are plenty of Ipswich players in the area here. And it's McCall again. Tackle was by Thomas. Corner. Now will the sustained spell of attacking pay off for Ipswich? Gates with the corner. And Butcher looking for a flick, looking for a shot. Good save by Seeley, and Walk is there. No, he's not. The ball over already. Terry Butcher cursing his luck, but it was a good save. John Walk was hovering in case the ball had come back off the bar, but it was turned over by the goalkeeper, who had reason to feel pleased with his reactions. This time a little bit of pushing on the near post by Mariner. Serious face of Dave Sexton. His team did well to beat Southampton in their opening game and then led in midweek against Swansea before being defeated 2-1. Again, Coventry tracking back well. This is McCall. Horman-Shook in front of him. Mills coming the long way round to make space. Header out was by Gillespie. And here comes Osman for Ipswich. Mills, Brazil. And Burley at the far post, and a chance for Tyson, and headed away. Coventry had plenty of defenders in front of the goalkeeper, and my word, they needed them. Very good deep cross from Alan Brazil on the far side in the first place. Here's John Walk, and here's Mariner. And the first half coming to a lively finish, with Francis now for Coventry. Aitley. Oh, and a shot by Horman-Shook, which sent the ball out of the ground. Alan Brazil very tight over on that far side, but how well he did to float that ball to the far post. George Burley knocking it back, and there were chances there for Ipswich, but Coventry had numbers to support Seeley, and the important thing was they kept the ball out. The end of a comparatively quiet first half, in which the best goal attempt came from Terry Butcher with a good effort on the turn, which was well saved by Les Seeley. Ipswich will be hoping to find their true rhythm before they start their UEFA Cup campaign a week on Wednesday when they play Roma in Italy. And here comes Brazil. Indeed, manager Bobby Ferguson is off to watch Roma this weekend. Competition Ipswich won 2 seasons ago, the UEFA Cup. And indeed, they've been in Europe 9 years out of 10. Here's Franz Tyson to Steve McCall. Mills. Tyson. Walk moving through the inside right position. There's Mills for Ipswich. Now McCall. Gates. Challenges by Thomas. Francis finding Thompson. Now Thomas again. Horman-Shook. Jacobs. Nice flick by Thompson to Thomas. Whitten is coming in from the far side. Burley having to be quick, and Cooper also. The goalkeeper's throw, just picking up Eric Gates nicely. Got the rebound off Gillespie and found Brazil. And Brazil's shot blocked by Jacobs. Set up by Gates. and that's Haitley closing in on Butcher. As strong in possession as Alan Brazil. He just held off Thomas quite fairly there. This is Mariner. And that's a good ball to Burley. And Gates letting it go. Burley again. Mariner flicking it on. Gates trying to turn them. Sort of impetus here that Ipswich would be looking for at the start of the second half. There's Walk. And Mills. A shot coming off Hormanshook. Mills doing enough to get it out to McCall, and here's Brazil. And Brazil, Seeley making a good save with his left leg. Blocking the angle well. Brazil twice denied early in the second half. But Ipswich come again. First shot blocked by a defender, the second by the goalkeeper. The call to Mills. The call still supporting the captain. Fair cross, John Walk coming in, away by Francis. Walk ducking away from it rather then. Here's Osman. Still they're queuing up as Burley gets the ball on the right, finds Mariner. Holding off Roberts, waiting for Osman to arrive. His cross. Jacobs with time. And now Butcher just got a foot to that to find Brazil. Oh, look at this. Alan Brazil in space. Straight at the goalkeeper from Alan Brazil, but well delivered to him down the touchline by Terry Butcher. There's Walk. And Mills. McCall with the cross. Mariner furthest over, but Burley knocking it back in. Jacobs. The play compressed into the Coventry City half, as it has been for much of the game. And a foul given against Jacobs for the tackle on Mills. Everybody bar the Ipswich goalkeeper now in an attacking position for them. Osman to take the kick. Mariners are coming on it from the far side. Dyson with the header away. McCall. Mills. Gates. Mills. Have to start again here. Osman. John Walk calling on the far side. Osman shot! Superbly turned over by Les Seeley. Fine effort from the Ipswich centre-half. Quickly taken corner to Burley. Foul by Butcher. Just wonder now if Coventry, having kept Ipswich at bay for so long, are going to become rather more ambitious at the other end of the field. Jacobs to take the free kick. Whitten, Thompson. Roberts, the left back, is well forward. Finds Gillespie. Francis. Thompson. But as it breaks down, a chance maybe for Ipswich to move into attack with Mariner. Most of the support was the other way. Gates can now find Tyson. Burley again well forward. Three waiting in the centre. Low in for Mariner! What a well-taken goal. Paul Mariner opens his league account for this season. And George Burley, who's played so well coming forward on the right, supplies the cross. It was well delivered, low into the near side of the penalty area, and Mariner made that finish look easy. But it was cool and it was accurate, and Bobby Ferguson shouts to his team, who take the lead here after 72 minutes. Mariner, who had that very good scoring run for England last season, relieving what had become heavy frustration for Ipswich here. Now Gates, and Mariner's off again against Gillespie. Mick Mills sprinting forward just inside him, and Roberts got back. Splendid piece of finishing. Francis looking here for Haitley. Butcher across with those long legs. Gary Thompson. Roberts. Thompson. Danny Thomas in the penalty area, but this is Francis. And now it's Jacobs. And Francis. And Hormanshook. Osman's tackle, Francis. Thompson far side. Thomas, Burley for Ipswich, Thomas again. Still Danny Thomas. Oh, I say, what a shot and what a goal! That's a splendid goal by Danny Thomas. And what a change for him, having been sent off at Swansea the other night. The suspension not starting for 14 days, so he was free to play today. Running into space and shooting powerfully there, beyond the reach of Cooper. The goal coming just 3 minutes from the end. Certainly a due reward for Danny Thomas, who's been very much involved in this Coventry performance in defence, making a series of very important interceptions and blocks when Ipswich had all the play, and then coming out to score with a fine shot. That was Hormanshook, and it came uncertainly off Butcher, but rather more certainly back by Burley. And that's something for Mariner to chase. Jacobs, the defender, doing enough, getting the foot in when and where it mattered. So Ipswich still looking for their first win after 3 games. Paul Mariner must have thought they were on the way when he put them ahead after 72 minutes. But 3 minutes from the end, 20-year-old Danny Thomas scoring with a splendid shot to earn Coventry a point, which will have pleased Dave Sexton, whose team have started the season well with an average age of under 23. And for Bobby Ferguson, who goes off now to watch Roma play this weekend, he'll be hoping Ipswich develop better finishing before they play in the UEFA Cup. Ipswich Town 1, Coventry City 1.